Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, your #1 validator on the Aleph Zero blockchain. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering all the updates. There's been quite a few, and I think a lot of people are confused as to what VIB3S is, as well as what it means for Aleph Zero. Also, the voting mechanics. There is a vote going on for Aleph Zero for the governance vote to change inflation, as well as the max supply of Aleph Zero. I'm going to cover that in layman's terms, so like people who aren't super into blockchain can understand a little bit better what this means for the blockchain. I'm not going to go into the protocols in this video, like the different votes, because you can read up for that on yourself if you're going to vote. But I will explain sort of what the max supply and what the inflation rate means for Aleph Zero, and also give my opinion on the matter. Before we start all of that, I actually want to show off the Aleph Zero gift package I received from the Aleph Zero team. Basically, I'm an ambassador for Aleph Zero, as you guys know.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
We don't really get paid, but we do get like sort of fringe benefits, like
as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
We got this gift package if we get points on Zeely, and they send you like a bunch of goodies. So actually, the shipping took quite a long time, so I had to like be like waiting all the time, like.
One eternity later.
Finally arrived, and they even used like a fast shipping company, which I'm really surprised why it took so damn long. But I received this really nice looking sweatshirt. So you guys can see here, Aleph Zero sweatshirt. On the back, you can even see Aleph Zero logo. This is definitely the best part of the package. It's very high quality, very soft in the inside. I know my wife is gonna steal it as soon as she sees it, so I just hid it in the closet until I was able to make this video, because I know it will probably never touch my body again. After that, we also received a really nice travel bag. I would say this is probably the second best part of the kit. And then inside you have, the Aleph Zero thing on the eyeball thing. So when you sleep, I wouldn't say it's the most comfortable thing in the world, but I mean, it does block out all the light. It's a little tight on my head, but I have a big head, so. And also we received some stickers in the background at some point in time. Or maybe put it on your laptop. It's really nice for that. You guys can see here, Aleph Zero stickers. Decentralize. And then you got a little book. See that? Nice little book here. I would say this is cool. It's a nice little memo pad, and it's got like a little folder in the back. I don't know what that's for. The famous Aleph Zero mint pack to keep your breath fresh when you're hitting on those Aleph Zero chicks. And we got a bunch of other stickers, and these are all pretty cool. I'm glad they sent a lot of stickers. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it's alephzero.org, and it gives like some sort of. Oh, it's an A. It's an A symbol. Okay, like A. I think this is the gang symbol for Aleph Zero now. Oh, we got this awesome little pen here. Oh, this is definitely a premium item. I didn't actually open the package yet before today. You guys can see this is really nice. It's a high quality, a good weight. This will go really nice next to my work pens. Oh, and it's embossed, so the Aleph Zero kind of shines. You can see it shining there. I would definitely say this is my favorite number 2 next to the sweatshirt. Aleph Zero t-shirt. I'm not going to put this on. It's a nice t-shirt. I would say that the quality of the sweatshirt is much better, but it does have the Aleph Zero logo on the back. I might just make some Aleph Zero t-shirts. I like to have the breathable. This has the plasticky feel, and then you get like sweat that accumulates right here. So I'll probably go ahead and if I'm gonna do an Aleph Zero t-shirt for myself, I'll probably just take the logo and then make it a breathable pattern. So that way you don't get that sticky sweat chest feeling. Yeah, that's pretty much it for all the goods. So Anthony, he did drop some really good notes for VIB3S, but I think you can summarize it even further. You can really wrap it up into a small sort of package here. Well, let's go ahead and read this commentary from the hat worthier on X. I think he made a really good summary, or she, I'm not sure. Could be a girl. Looks like a pirate. Anyways, this is interesting. The app from Aleph Zero is a white label solution for fan apps across the sports and entertainment industry. So it's not really an app, actually. It is an engine. So it's sort of a service, a modular service that's being provided to other business customers, and then those businesses in the end sell that stuff to end consumers. So it's B2B2C in the end. So the most interesting part is it basically abstracts away all the bad crypto UX. Your account is up and running in seconds and can receive rewards, NFTs, tokens, etc. immediately. This bodes very well for the future of the ecosystem if this is the approach to the common wallet. For example, the Common Wallet is a wallet that's being launched by Aleph Zero. So this is all sort of modular, and I think the Common Wallet is actually one of the modular pieces that can be put into this VIB3S. This is just my conjecture, my guess. So a lot of people, they may not like MMA, which seems to be what the first customer base is going to be, but fan base is going to be for the first app that is launching using this new VIB3S engine. But there will be other apps, other sort of entertainment industries, as well as, you know, sports industries being onboarded to use VIB3S, especially if this MMA one is a success, which it looks like it should be here. And it looks like the hat worthier is really excited if they end up launching football or soccer in US terminology on using the VIB3S engine. Another big announcement, I would say, is that Aleph Zero, Anthony announced that they're actually working on releasing the testnet for the EVM to Aleph Zero WASM blockchain. So it basically means you'll be able to bridge your Aleph Zero from the WASM current, you know, where you can stake your Aleph Zero and everything, and then you can bridge that quite easily to the EVM, and it's very fast and efficient, and it's really exciting to see that come into fruition, because I have a feeling in the future a lot of people are going to, you know, create different dApps. So for example, you can stake your Aleph Zero, and then I'm guessing someone's going to create a dApp where you can automatically have a new wallet created, and that wallet will forward all of your staking rewards to the EVM, where you can spend it on all of your favorite assets. For example, you can use one of the VIB3 companies if they decide to launch a sort of a market for their NFTs or for their loyalty points or whatever, and then you can basically use your Aleph Zero on the EVM chain. That you get your rewards from the staking and directly port it to there, and then you can basically buy the assets on Aleph Zero EVM, all these different NFTs, or you can pay for different assets. The company Wholly Held, they're actually the ones who are going to be working with, basically you can pay with credit card and then have your assets, your USDC or whatever, directly ported into either the loyalty app program that's supported by the back end is the VIB3S, or you can go ahead and buy Aleph Zero and purchase things on, you know, other dApps that are launching on the Aleph Zero EVM. Kind of a whole circular modular ecosystem that people are able to easily onboard and offboard into either their bank accounts using Wholly Held to go ahead and also pay with credit card and other different payment methods that Wholly Held offers. So I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the supply cap versus inflation aspects. As of right now, it doesn't have a max supply, which a lot of people are worried about. Inflation does technically decrease each year as the supply cap gets larger because the inflation is set at 30 million tokens per year. But a lot of people are saying that isn't enough, that you need more better tokenomics in order to attract bigger investors, more whales. Now, this is a very controversial topic because a lot of cryptocurrencies have higher inflation than Aleph Zero. There are cryptocurrencies out there with 11%, 15% inflation that have gone up in market cap and gone up in value quite a bit. And so that kind of negates the whole inflation narrative, but people always are looking for something to blame. A project isn't doing as well in terms of price as they were hoping. Now, if you do decrease the inflation, it will affect the validators at first at the current price. However, there will be less selling pressure, which means that basically the value will remain more stable, but the validators will in turn have to sell more in order to make the money required to keep their validator node running. If they ended up having any surplus before, now they will have less surplus, at least at the current prices. Now, inflation is important in the long run just because humans, over the course of history, the economy tends to do better when there is slight inflation. Not crazy inflation. Overinflation is also a thing, but a certain set amount of inflation, which tends to be around 5 to 10%. So Aleph Zero is right in the middle there. And I think that a lot of people overthink this a little bit too much. Another aspect was the supply cap of Aleph Zero, and as of right now, it's uncapped. Well, technically, Bitcoin is also capped at a certain amount.
The Bitcoin maximum supply is 21 million. You're stupid, Mac.
There is a max supply set for Bitcoin. However, it's never going to reach that max supply because it'll keep halving every 4 years, and soon it'll just get so the amount of rewards will just get so small from the halving events. And I think it takes like 50 years or something crazy like that. Now with Aleph Zero, we could do the same thing. We could set the max supply at, for example, 700 million tokens, and then you do a halving event every 4 years. And if you did that and you started this like November 10th, which is what I was saying, Azero Day, set Azero Day in the proposal I made, pretty much never meet that 700 million tokens because each year every 4 years you go down by first it go down to 15 million, then it'll go down to 7.5, then 3.5. And I mean, every four years, that's like what? 3.5 times, it's 14 million tokens every 4 years. And then it just goes half after that, and then 7 million, and then 3.5 million every 4 years. And then it just gets so small that you're never going to reach that $700 million market cap, at least not in our lifetime. So I think that setting that from a sort of psychological standpoint will increase investors' interest, because I think people want to know that there is a max supply, that you can't keep minting on into infinity. But at the same time, as we see with Bitcoin, it actually doesn't really matter if you kind of have these halving events or reduce the inflation by a percentage each time, rather than having the set amount at 30 million tokens per year. So those are just my thoughts on the matter. That's why I said the halving event is good. Also, the halving event would give us sort of a holiday for Aleph Zero. We could all celebrate, and there'd be a lot of speculation around that day, meaning an increase in volume, and that means an increase in eyeballs on Aleph Zero. So to be completely honest, this whole inflation thing, this whole supply cap thing, it's all about marketing Aleph Zero. It's all about creating hype around Aleph Zero. Honestly, the economics of it don't matter so much in the short term, especially. Now, in the long term of Aleph Zero, it does matter, but we can change things as we see things coming along in future governance votes. But I think what we really want for this governance sort of event is we want to bring more eyes to Aleph Zero by setting the max supply cap and creating some sort of holiday or event around the halving, or even just reducing it by 10 million every 4 years, or a percentage is better, I think, because you can set that algorithmically in the code. But if you reduce it by 10 million a year or 5 million a year, eventually it will reach 0 per year, and then you have to make sure that you have fees to cover the validator node costs and everything. So the fees have to be raised to a certain amount in order to cover those costs. Those are just my 2 cents. I hope to help you guys out. Have an awesome day. Peace out, everybody.